Avalanche to learn more. And by Cigna, together all the way. Holiday season in Denver, Colorado. That's the outside, and we'll move on inside tonight as the Colorado Avalanche plays host to the Detroit Red Wings with Mark Rycroft. I am Mark Mosier. Peter McNabb is off tonight. So let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders presented by Holman Automotive.
Well, Darcy Kemper's back in, folks. Arguably off his best performance a couple nights ago against the Rangers. Had a huge 2-on-0 shorthanded save. It was the first game-breaking save of the season. And Thomas Greiss played about a third of the games for the Wings. He played 20 minutes last night when his backup Nedelik was pulled, so here he is going to get the call tonight.
There is Darcy Kemper between the pipes, and again, Kyle Key was talking about in the pregame. You love all the goals the Avs are scoring. You'd like to see Kemper have one of those lockdown games.
He's critical. He's so crucial. You can't win a Stanley Cup without a great goaltender. There's JT Compher. Boy, is it good to see him back. November 13th is how long it has been. Like I said, he was the talk of the young season until he went out. Now he's back tonight in place of Kadri, who's unfortunately out injured.
Yeah, having the best start of his career, and we are underway here at Ball Arena as the Wings win the draw. And Letty will set it into the Avs zone, played behind the cage by Kemper. Steers it high off the glass. It'll bounce up the boards, and Aronik got a piece of it. That would send right through the crease and pushed up and out now by Logan O'Connor, who's again playing tonight with Landeskog and McKinnon. Turnover. Here's McKinnon hovering in the wing zone. Kicks it to the right point to McCarr. Long wrist shot, and it just missed the post. It'll rim all the way out. Gets through Taves and back down it goes. The Wings played last night, lost 6-2 in St. Louis.
And Logan O'Connor, he's the star of the pregame show. Now he starts on the top line. He's the top penalty killer. What can't this young man do? Having a great start to the season. Here
is Devon Taves. He'll work his way deep as the Avs get the second line on. Centered now by Mikko Rantanen. Of course, he played center when McKinnon was out, and Jared Bednar says, well, you've done it well enough. Why don't you center that second line without Kadri? Shot! And it went off the shoulder of Greiss. He was looking the other way. Tip far side. What a nice play by Nichushkin, and EJ activating deep into the zone. Try to get down deep. Up it comes to the point. Mo Seider was challenging him the whole way. Sent into the low slot. Intercepted by DeKaiser, and the Wings will take over. Moritz Seider, the outstanding young rookie defenseman for the Detroit Red Wings. We'll talk about him an awful lot tonight as it's bumped in by Robbie Fabry. EJ finds Aube-Kubel, but there's a turnover. Turnaround shot blocked away. Puck lays in the circle. Now Aube-Kubel trying to get it through former Colorado Avalanche. Vladislav Nemesnikov got drugged down, stick in his gut, and now that puck is off the glass, still not out of the zone. Nemesnikov wanted to give it up on the near side for Valeno, and it's up and out of the zone. Avs a little bit lackadaisical right now in controlling that puck.
It was a great first shift, though. They came out, played well, and they got back on their heels the last two. But overall, I'd say the Avs have their legs right now, Mo. Just a couple turnovers, hitting them in their zone early.
Former Avalanche Dan Renouf is on the ice. That puck is kicked away from McDermott. Jack Johnson hams it in front of the Avalanche penalty box, and Helm flips it ahead. Tyson Jost tried to put it on net, fanned on it, but gets it back. One-timer save by Greiss. He got it right in the Red Wings logo. He'll hold on. All right, let's see what it's going to take to ensure the win, presented by AAA Insurance.
Well, like they did that first shift, intimidate early. We're not the only one reading the stats, folks. Detroit knows the Avs have scored 31 goals their last 5 home games. They're going to be petrified if the Avs get going. Press Greiss early. He did play last night. They're coming on a back-to-back, flew in, get to the goaltender early. He is technically the backup. Let's press him. He's a veteran guy, but he hasn't seen a whole lot of action this season.
The Blues chased Nedeljkovic, the number 1, and then Greiss had to come in one-timer wide of the net as Jacob McDonald let that one go, and it comes out to center ice. Gagne tried for it, but Jack Johnson is there. Greiss stepping out of his cage to play it. Veronica quick with it. Tyson goes aggressive deep into the wing zone, but couldn't hang on. Helm, the former Red Wing, makes the steal. Finds McDonald. Back to Darren Helm it goes. Turns and fires. It's deflected just wide of the post.
We could talk about Darren Helm. That's his first shift against his former team. Spent 14 years with the Red Wings. And now that we can talk about money on the board, I bet he's got a few bucks up there tonight, Moj.
I'm sure he does. Ronick brings it up, and there is Landeskog on the forecheck. It's always that special moment. Of course, it'll be special in a couple of weeks when he returns to Detroit. But I remember him coming into the league and saying to myself, who is this fast guy? My goodness gracious. Landeskog jams it down the right wing, and here comes O'Connor with speed. Has McKinnon in the slot. A drag move. The puck gotten swept away at the very last second. What a play by Dec.10. It almost looked like a carbon copy of 2 nights ago. Into the Avalanche bench, that puck goes.
Well, we got to talk about Jeff Blashill. He's the head coach of the Detroit Red Wings, but who do we really care about? Who's the assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings? Any idea on that, Moj?
Oh, Alex Tanguay, yes, for sure. There he is.
There he is. I jumped the gun. I was like, Jeff, sorry, but we got to talk about Tanks. I mean, a favorite. He's an incredible human, Moj. You know him so well. What a talent. 2 goals, Game 7 and 0-1.
What an amazing night that was for Alex Tanguay. Of course, coach of the AHL with the Iowa Wild, was offered the job here in Detroit and doing a great job. Wrist shot saved by Darcy Kemper. The turnaround opportunity kicked away, and now the Wings firing from everywhere. Shot by Seider, and another save by Kemper. As the Wings are just sending it side to side all over the Avalanche zone. Rasmussen had it knocked away. Goes to the side of the net, backhand flip. Saved by Darcy Kemper, and he's involved early as Detroit is aggressive. Ernie throws it behind the cage. It's poked away from Zadina. Avs need to wake up in their own end a little bit. Mikko finally does up the boards for Burakovsky. It's glove down. Chipped away. Kemper had lost his goal stick. He's got it back. Here's Seider to dump it hard into the far corner. A design play by the Avs right, and out it comes for Burakovsky. A little 2-on-2. Wings, almost too many men on the ice. Wrist shot wide of the net, and that was a rocket. But Burakovsky could not find the front. Detroit with an early lead in shots on goal, 4-2 here at Ball Arena. And again, they played last night, rung up by the Blues in St. Louis. Outlet finds the target. JT Compher back on the ice. Dumps it hard down the wing for Taves, who had pinched in. He'll whip it far side. McCarr will activate down the boards, but couldn't get a hold of that puck. And good job by Compher to pick it up.
It's just great to see Compher flying. And I always say when these guys are injured, folks, they work 10 times harder off the ice when they're not playing to get back in the game. So everybody wants to get back and play, and they come back in primo condition.
He was on the road trip, did practice, whipped up top. McCarr finds Taves straight away. Wrist shot, score! I believe it was deflected. I'm not sure what it went off of, but Devon Taves from way downtown continues to rip that puck. And the Avs have taken an early 1-0 lead, just 5 minutes and 1 second in. Taves turned and fired a cannon.
Taves just secretly putting up gaudy numbers that nobody's talking about because Cale Makar is a story. Now where's JT Compher? He's in front. I seen him shake his head when he went over to Devon Taves in the celebration, so I don't think he got it. Let's see the super mode. Great look right here. I'm going to say that's JT Compher.
I am too. I think it went off the shaft of his stick. It certainly looks like it just barely deflected, and maybe went off the Red Wing defender as well.
Either way, great for JT Compher. Devon Taves, either the goal or the assist. That's the intimidation. That's the way you want to start. The first goal of the game, really going to put the Wings on their heels here.
Well, Devon Taves continues to rack up the pluses. It's simply remarkable how good he's been. And Mozo, they've given it for Taves. That shot deflected by McDermott over the top of the net. It hit the screen, and we have a whistle. So right now they're giving it to Taves, but I'm sure they'll look at it.
And that puts it up to a +17. And that's against an Avalanche squad that is 27th in goals against.
Let's take another look at this one.
Devon Taves head up. All the great players always have their head up. Look at that super mode. Beautiful. Oh, that is JT Compher all the way. Now there it didn't look like it, but on the first one it sure as heck did. If that's the case, when you're injured coming back in,
McCarr shoots over the top of the net.
Wow. There's no better way than to get a goal quick. Shakes off the rust real fast, Moj.
Oh, it just feels like all the hard work to get back was worth it. Again, he just skated like crazy during the road swing. Didn't get in on the trip. Puck laying just inside the line. Landeskog poking at it. He's got it. The captain turns and fires. It's deflected in the low slot. It never got through. Lays there. Landeskog hovering again. heels and turns. So big to McKinnon with a shot. Save. Make that O'Connor. I apologize. 25, not 29. Taves bats it into the circle, but there is Sider to do the honors, and Larkin flips. Exactly 6 minutes in, the Avalanche with an early 1-0 lead. This is exactly what you wanted to do. The captain tried to feather that one through some bodies, could not do it, and here come the Wings on the counterattack as they're on it. Works it down the right wing, the defenseman shoots, went off the stick of Darcy Kemper and into the netting. Will take a timeout. 13:44 to go, period number 1. We believe it goes to JT. Either way, Taves made it happen. Avs on top 1-0. Nab, who last night was inducted into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. What a special night it was at the Denver Marriott Tech Center. Maxey, of course, incredibly deserving, not only as a player, but as a broadcaster and an ambassador to the game. And you saw it right there on Ball Arena Vision. The crowd here absolutely loved it, and it was spectacular.
It was spectacular. Pete's one of the most beloved men I know. Can't wait to get him back up here in the booth, Mo. As much as I like you, I miss Kyle a little bit.
I'm sure you do. And of course, Pete getting a couple of well-deserved nights off from the broadcast booth as that puck is at center ice. And now Arana rips it right back in near side to far. I don't miss Kyle that much. I don't promise you that. Ernie lost the handle. Avs jam it up ice. Burakovsky tried to flip it for Val, but it stays in the zone. Avs almost got caught there. Ernie tried to center it with a backhand, settled down. No, not free, and Nichushkin's on the run. He'll work it down the left wing. Val slides it down low, one-handed save by Grice as Burakovsky got the end of his stick on it. Ripped up for Jack Johnson to Gerard, one-timer, and Grice never saw it. He stayed like a statue at the top of his crease. Wow. New hook, dangling. New hook gives it off, one-timer. Score! Andre Burakovsky picks above the top of the far circle and rips it inside the near post past Grice. The Avs have a 2-0 lead for Burakovsky. It's his 8th goal of the season. What a hard-working shift by that line and the two D-men.
Well, look at Val Nichu swing. Get it, Moj? Pre-game premonition. What a pass over there by Val to Burakovsky. And then that Alex Newhook, man, does he have quick hands. He was going from the net for the quick little pass over to Burakovsky. Look at the flex on that stick. He's had 1 goal his last 9 games, and that one there goes, oh, baby, I needed that one.
That was actually a 5-hole shot. And I thought it went inside the post, and that's how big of a rocket it was because it ricocheted off the inside of the post after it went through the 5-hole.
And when Newhook gets that puck tonight, folks, pay attention to how fast his feet and how quick his hands work. He's going one way 1 minute, 180 degrees the next. He's a phenomenal young hockey player.
Deflected, Newhook had it poked away. Wings will turn it right back in. Suter sent it right through the crease as it bounced over everyone's head. Here's Suter behind the glass, or excuse me, behind the net again, I should say, right up against the glass. And that puck is stopped by Darcy Kemper. All right, let's check out the DraftKings Sportsbook update. And my goodness gracious, when does the yes not hit?
Well, you know, Keeper's going to buy a new car soon because he's betting it every single night, and he's filling his pockets every single night. Keeper, you going to trade that car in soon?
I'm in the spirit world. I mean, I don't know why every person on planet Earth wouldn't take that bet every night. Is it 9 games in a row now?
I mean, Keeper's going to have a boat that has its own boat.
That's he should have. Keeper, it's at least 14 out of 15.
Yeah. I mean, I got to start putting more than $1 down because I'm up $13 right now.
Go all in next time, Keeper. Never stop.
Okay.
Wings have it after the draw. That shot deflected, goes into the netting. It will flop back onto the ice in the Avs zone. So the Avs with 2 early goals on 6 shots. And Kyle Keefe with a great perspective down behind Tomas Grice. Kiefer, you can see that puck coming the entire way.
Moj, you know, when the boys are buzzing, it is just a thing of beauty. And you've seen good teams like Tampa Bay has done it in the past, Pittsburgh. When they are on their game, they're overwhelming. And right now the Wings are on their heels.
McCarr with a backhand flip off the glass. Oh, no! Penalty coming up, I believe, to the Red Wings as Logan O'Connor got dumped, and now Landis got one apiece. Here we go in the corner, baby. Everybody getting involved. It was a cheap shot on O'Connor. Got buried into the boards here on the near side at the blue line, and all 10 skaters have made their way into the Red Wings zone. And Gabe Landeskog, of course, is going to be there to enforce. McKinnon is all over it. O'Connor had his lid ripped off. McCarr is involved. And now the bodies are starting to be separated. There was a penalty coming up on Detroit, and we'll see what extracurricular activity occurs here. Sider just buried O'Connor.
My favorite part of this whole play is Logan O'Connor is not injured, and he comes in. He doesn't want Gabe fighting again. He wants to fight his own battle, so he goes as fast as he can to get in there to fight it. So Gabe.
2 minutes, cross-checking.
So officially it's a cross-check on Sider, and nothing else occurs.
Moj, isn't that great? So here comes the play. It's kind of a low.
Whoa.
See, defensemen know he can push low on the guy's hips, and it makes it go. Now watch Logan. So he pushed right low on the hips. That's from behind. That's crystal clear. You got to get that out of the game. There's no argument there. Right low on the hips. That's a standard D move. But watch Logan O'Connor come in. He's like, Gabe, you fought enough. I'm going to fight my own battles on this one. There's LOC. We talked about Mike Keane before the game. If he could start throwing those lefts, he'd really have a Mike Keane comparison. LOC just doing it all.
Yeah, he is. Mike Keane perhaps had a more angry disposition, just naturally as a human being. But when you make O'Connor upset, boy, he's going to show you. Wings, they'll win the draw. That one's sent up and all the way down.
Moj, I had the pleasure and honor playing with Mike Keane in St. Louis. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, great leader, but boy, the switch flip, it went real fast.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Lead pass off of Mikko. Incidentally, you know, Sider may be young. He's just 20 years old, but he's 6'4" and 200 already. Only going to get thicker and bigger as time goes on. Former 4th overall pick. Steered in by McCarr. Battle for the near corners. McKinnon laid a check. Avs have at least one power play goal in 5 of their last 6 games. That one's carried up ice by Nemesnikov, the former Avalanche. Watch out. Nemesnikov couldn't get the shot through legs. Avs send it up to right in this. He gloves it down to the blue line. Head is up, and he's challenged. Nemesnikov blows a tire. Steered down the boards, but a little miscommunication. And out it comes.
Moj, if the Avs can find one on this power play, I mean, it's pretty early in the game, but the way the Avs are scoring and the way Kemper's playing, it almost puts this one out of reach. It puts it into that danger zone for Detroit.
Well, you saw the numbers earlier. The Avs power play is up to about 24%. They were just smoking on the road trip. Rimmed around by Koffers, part of the second unit. Straight up top, Taves settles things down, dishes back for Sammy G. Gerard to Taves, chased. Now Newhook flips it far side. JT up top, Taves looking for an opening, could not find it. Wings penalty kill, ranked 25th overall. Comfort gets the bump back from Val. Taves, a little shimmy move, still no lane to shoot. Gerard was trapped. Newhook delivers off. Avs moving the puck, but need a shot. There it is. Rolls into the low slot. Wings get a stick on it, but here's Val. He'll charge after it. Bats it up to the point. JT far side walking in. Delivers off a leg, and it went into the near corner. And it's cleared up and out by the Red Wings. Avs have yet to record a shot on this power play.
Moj, best part about that, Nichushkin won the battle in front to keep it going, then almost got the deflection on the side. He's playing some of the best hockey away from the puck I've ever seen him play.
Up the boards and out it rolls slowly back to the Red Wing zone. Sent across the red line off the rookie Lucas Raymond, who's having a phenomenal start. Leading scorer on the Detroit Red Wings. Battle for Obi-Kubel. Stuck his nose in. Now Jack Johnson with a wrap-up on Larkin. Larkin got punished. Here's Obi-Kubel. The Avs just exploding out of their own zone. A breakaway for Helm. He'll shoot and score! Darren Helm rips one past the blocker of Grice. He burns his former team. And the Avs have exploded for 3 goals here in period number 1. They've got a 3-0 lead for Darren Helm. That's his 4th of the year, and you know that feels good.
What a slick little pass from Abe-Kubel. Look at that little sauce pass. Helm comes in. He just put 14 years in the rearview mirror right there, folks. That's where he spent it. All that time with Detroit. That sweet little backhand pass. And it's damage control time for Detroit here, Moj.
Yeah, the Avs have chased Tomas Greiss already here in period number 1. So that means that Alex Nedeljkovic will come in, and he got shelled last night in St. Louis. They pulled him after giving up 3 goals on 18 shots. Greiss has given up 3 goals tonight on 7 shots already.
Well, what happened, Moj, is Coach Bednar put my keys to the game up on the whiteboard, and obviously they followed them to a T. Intimidate? Check. Get to the goalie early? Check. 3-0 after 11 minutes of hockey. This ball arena is jumping right now.
This Avalanche team is scoring goals at will. They're number 1 in the NHL overall at 4.26 goals per game. But as Kiefer mentioned, in their last 13 games, we have a stoppage in play, and that puck was played with a high stick. It will take a time now. 8:53 to go, period number 1. The Avs already working the Red Wings. They've got a 3-0 lead and looking for more. Discover matchup with 2 guys who are going to be fixtures for their teams for a long time to come.
It's good to be a teenager in the NHL for Lucas Raymond, and just 20 years old for Alex Newhook. But folks, I promise you right now, Alex Newhook will catch and pass Lucas Raymond in points this year. The team that Alex Newhook is on, and watching him play since coming up from his demotion from the minors. But there's 2 future young stars. Raymond, he's part of the Stevie Yzerman regeneration here. 24 points in 27 games, leads the team. And there's Newhook. The hands, I just can't get over how quick his hands are. We heard the height when he was great at Boston College, good with the Eagles. But wow, he's got big league talent.
He's already got a point here tonight. He's scored in 3 straight games as Newhook. He's got 3 game-winning goals on the season, tied with Cale Makar.
And Moji's on a 4-game point streak now with 3 games and 2 assists. And we still got 2.5 periods to go here. Newhook's the real deal.
Game time means it's mountain time, and if you're here with us, it must be game time. So get your mitts on a case of this cold, crushable lager. There should be a mountain time in your hand.
I loaded a few 24-packs in the fridge today, Moj. Matter of fact, first thing this morning.
That means after this game, we're making a beeline right to your place.
There we go, bud.
Oh, I love me some mountain time. Here's Landeskog to take the draw in the near circle. The Avs won it to Taves. He'll find Makar. Cale, challenged by Zadina, who fell down. Now Cale with open room, shoots, it's deflected over the net. And right now the Red Wings are in survival mode. McKinnon is in, couldn't get that shot through. He was darting and dancing, and now he'll find Taves. The Wings is backing up. They don't know how to handle it. Here's Makar, back for Taves it goes. Cale at the half boards. Shimmies away, high slot, drops it off. O'Connor with a shot deflected wide. Again, 29 and 25 right now. They're amazing. Sweeping in.
Yes.
Here is Logan O'Connor. The legs are churning. He'll work it all the way high in the zone. Look at him go. What's he going to do with the puck down low? Intended for Taves. And the Wings were able to reject it. Stolen away by McKinnon, and a penalty coming up. It's going to be a hook on the Avalanche, and they'll be shorthanded for the first time tonight. Landeskog not really excited about that call.
Colorado penalty, number 92. 2 minutes for hooking.
Well, let's watch the dancing, Moj. Thought we were at the Stampede on a Wednesday night with all the 2-stepping happening. McKinnon just got in there too close and too quick. Look at everybody flying around. The Wings were just clearly playing hang-on hockey. And it's wild how Logan O'Connor does look like McKinnon from up here real quick. That right there would have been a beautiful finish to that sequence. Logan O'Connor trying to hit Devontae's back door. And there's the hook. I think the refs called it because they were just feeling sorry for the Wings. What do you think, Moj?
Well, I think you get the blade on the hands, it's going to be called every time.
Yep, no, good call by the refs. Yeah.
And we got to credit Adam Ernie, too, because he saved the goal. Devontae's in that backdoor play, he's like a ninja. He just sneaks in. And the Avs are shorthanded. Here comes Big Val rumbling. Nichushkin trying to bat it on net. He'll chase after that puck and now peel away. Well, the Avalanche this season tied with the Vegas Golden Knights for most shorthanded goals at 6. But anybody on the ice can do it. Here comes Larkin. The captain works it in. Down low and wide of the net. Crashing down was Raymond. Oh boy, Avs may have caught a break there too. I didn't see how Raymond went down, maybe on his own. Pestered by EJ, and now Sider gives it up. Raymond. What a great pass by Dylan Larkin, and Raymond with a nose for the front of the net. Here's Sider. He'll turn and shoot. Kick save by Kipper. Got the left pad down. Robbie Fabry Back into the lineup after dealing with injury. Now to Sider it goes. Fambry swings it off, pushed down deep, backhanded. What a save! Shot, what a save by Darcy Kemper! Oh, he's doing Kemper stuff now. That's what you want if you're the Colorado Avalanche, and Ball Arena is on fire.
And that'll really demoralize Detroit, because now they're thinking, great, we're getting scored on, and it appears Kemper's got his A game back on. Tremendous saves by Kemper in that play.
Nicoletti with a head of steam into the Avalanche hole for Hronek. Centering pass broken up there by Girard, and O'Connor does the honors of sending it all the way down 190 feet. 25 seconds to go on the kill. Landeskog is in for hooking. Zadina powers his way through Girard, throws it on net, gloved by Kemper, couldn't hang on, and now Girard says, I'll flip it out.
Moshe, can you hear the fans? They're into it.
Familiar one. Avs have not seen the Red Wings at Ball Arena since January 20th, 2020. Wow. So almost 2 full years. Power play for Detroit is over. 5 shots on goal for the Wings on that opportunity. Into the corner it goes. Bumped and batted, and it rolls far side. Here's Landeskog with fresh legs. Backhands it ahead. Jost couldn't quite catch up as the Wings were able to clear. This could be an icing call. No, it's waved off. Darcy will play. Up the boards, trying to catch the Wings in a change. It comes to Jost. He's got Nichushkin, but that puck was deflected. Right now, if you're Detroit, every rush up the ice for the Avalanche, you've got to be wondering, are we going to get burned here? Here's Mikko in a dangle move. Puck poked loose. Good play by DeKaiser. Written in though, head up. Finds the target. Girard shoots, and it's blocked away. The Avs right now just playing such an exciting brand of hockey. Mikko to the high slot. Shoots. Kick save there by Nedeljkovic. Back to Taves at the point. Slides it down the boards. Rantanen wants to walk to the blue line. Finds Sammy G. Back to Mikko it goes. Fumbled it. And now here's Taves. Ran out of room. Burakovsky in the trap as one works it through the corner. Hovers high. Turns and looks. Finds Mikko below the dot. Rantanen challenged. He'll try to get away as he bangs it to himself. Rowney made a good defensive play there and bodied up Mikko, but it comes to Gabe. Girard back down the glass. That puck will bounce. Sider trying to shield with his big frame. Bump far side. Valeno couldn't hang on. It comes to Gabe. Avs in total command right now. Rantanen to Taves. Centering pass saved by Nedeljkovic. Given back. Girard bumps it for Mikko. He'll look. Wrist shot, and it goes off of Landeskog and wide. And right now the Wings are dead tired in their own zone. Avs keeping control of the play. Girard was stuffed, and that one's lifted up and out, but a dominating shift.
What a sequence, Moj. The high-octane machine of the Avalanche is officially kicking on all 12 cylinders. That win against the Rangers inspired them. Kemper's back there looking fantastic. The Red Wings don't even know what to do or which way to look in their own zone right now.
They lead in shots on goal 11-9, but that's because of that power play. The Avs have controlled the territorial play. Kubel with a shot, saved by Nedeljkovic. Turnaround by McKinnon, shot, saved by Nedeljkovic as he robs Kubel. My goodness, this Avalanche team putting on a clinic in the Red Wings zone. They've got a 3-0 lead. 3:26 to go, period number 1. The Avs in full command. We see some of these numbers, Riker, and they just continue to pour it onto the Avs.
Shockingly, we talked about 31 goals in 5 games. Coming in tonight, folks, Avs won 5 straight at home. And the over is going to hit for sure. We're only, we got 3.5 minutes left in the first period. It's been absolutely dominant hockey by the Avalanche. But this goal scoring bonanza's not looking like it's ending anytime soon, Moj.
Wings, though, do win this draw. Up it comes to the point. Sent back ahead, but the Avs are offside. Landeskog had to work his way out. Well, McKinnon was smelling blood there. He could have got that puck, and he's got it again. Here comes McKinnon sweeping in. A dangle move, gives it up, shot saved by Nedeljkovic with his right pad, and it just escaped O'Connor. Right now, yeah, the Avs are just pressing the issue at every opportunity. Stolen away by O'Connor again, and he stuffed it to the near side. But the Avs top line at the end of its shift. Larkin, wrist shot, glove save, Darcy Kemper, and he will hold on.
Well, let's take a look at Landeskog right here. Coming in on the side, and boom. That's a great save right there. Too bad the rebound came out so fast. Nice one-timer. I mean, they're just toying with the Red Wings. Right in the zone, having a one-timer like that, and the hash marks, almost unheard of. And there's Gabe, the captain, Landeskog. You know, Detroit reminds me of where the Avalanche were about 5 or 6 years ago. Good up-and-coming young players, and you can see they're getting taught a lesson tonight on what a Stanley Cup favorite team looks like playing their best.
And what the Red Wings are doing when the Avs attack with all that speed is they're just backing up. And that creates so much opportunity to push it right down top of the circles and below.
Well, it's a big learning period for the Red Wings. They'll go in there, they'll watch them film real quick just how to settle down and relax against the highest scoring team the NHL's seen in a long time right now.
Here's Erik Johnson right in stride to Newhook. Centering pass. Aube-Kubel pushes it wide to the far post. EJ at the point. Steers it off. Aube-Kubel to JT. Compher finds Sammy G. He'll work his way down. Centering pass. Newhook. Trying to turn away. Finds space up top. Back to JT. Gerard to Erik Johnson. Long wrist shot. Deflected kick. Saved by Nedeljkovic. And Alex Nedeljkovic has looked good in relief of Tomas Greiss. He's stopped now all 6 shots he's faced.
And in case people just tuned in and wondering, that was not a power play. That was 5-on-5.
Burakovsky in. Couldn't get the wrist shot off, and Seider lost his stick. Avs stay with the play. Dropped off. Here comes McDonald weaving through the bottom of the circle. A backhand flip. Went across the crease. Burakovsky keeps it in. Gets help now from McDonald. McDonald gives it off far side, and Jack Johnson nowhere to go but pop it into the corner. Rantanen trying to shield off to Kaiser. Giovanni Smith into the mix, but here comes Val out of the pile. McDonald back down deep. The Red Wings now getting more aggressive on the perimeter. Burakovsky through traffic, walks in. Andre had it stripped away, and it's a 2-on-1 for Detroit back the other way. Here they come into the zone. Suter looks in. Centering pass, shot, score. Vladislav Nemesnikov able to pull it home with under a minute to go in period number 1. And the Wings get one back. It's now a 3-1 game.
Well, if the Red Wings had a chance in this game, scoring in the last minute of this period would have been step number 1. And right here, Burakovsky just gets his pocket picked last second there. That was a tremendous back check and pickpocket. And right here, you just can't let the pass across. It's as simple as that. Jack Johnson's got to keep that man on the side. Climbs too far over, across the net, no chance. Whenever the pass comes across, the goaltender's got to move. He's most vulnerable at that time. Better to let him face the shooter. And well, that's kind of shocking. The Avs seemed like they were on a power play for half the period. And come back, a little turnover, and boom, back in the net.
Each team with 13 shots on goal. Nick Leddy finds Larkin. So the Avs are going to have to now really pay attention a little bit more here. Lucas Raymond, a spinner on the move. Can't work himself loose of Cale Makar. Raymond darts out front. That puck is off a stick. Picked up now by Cale. Off a leg it goes. Here comes McKinnon racing in on Aronik. Batted it away, and he did that with authority. Philip Aronik a little bit angry. Backhand shot saved by Nedeljkovic. As he stones McKinnon point blank. 12 seconds left. Center ice, it's Lucas Raymond again. The outstanding rookie with a wrister, and Kemper steers that one aside. 2 to go in period number 1, and that's going to do it for the first 20 minutes of hockey here at Ball Arena. The Avs will go to the room with a 2-goal lead.
What a fantastic period for the Avalanche. One tiny mistake keeps the Wings in this game, but shots were 13-13. The only difference, the Avalanche had about 13 grade A scoring chances, and their 13 shots.
At the end of the way. Beautiful look at downtown Denver on a winter's eve, and back inside Ball Arena with Mark Rycroft in for Peter McNabb. I'm Mark Mosher. Avs with a 3-1 lead as we get ready for period 2. And let's take a look at the Ball Recycle Reel highlights. Darren Helm having a night already.
He is having a night already, folks. And I got to tell you, 14 years. He was the 5th overall, in the 5th round back in 2005. 750 games with the Red Wings. And he just said, take that. That pump right there. It feels good. In the intermission, you can see he goes, that's one of my favorite goals I've scored in a long time. Not that he hates Detroit. It's just good to stick it to your old club, Moshe.
It certainly is. Avs with 29 total shots at the net. in period number 1. 14 were on goal, 9 were blocked, and 2 missed. So the Avs accurate in that period number 1, and Darren Helmut's got to feel good for him. Of course, he had one of those shots right past the blocker of Grice and got him run.
Brought over for that veteran presence, one of the older guys on the team, but he's got the sure hands, brought over to penalty kill, and what keeps him in the league with the Avalanche, beautiful skater. And he's still got it at age 34, Moj.
Here are the Geico stats for bundling made easy. Go to geico.com. Logan O'Connor challenge. We'll see if the Red Wings adjust here in period number 2. The Avs speed was just overwhelming them at times. Raymond gave it up for Larkin. Avs able to chip that one free, and here comes O'Connor. Out of Kale, bumped in. Landeskog off on a change as O'Connor challenges behind the cage. Swung back. Again, Mikko Rantanen centering the second line with Nichushkin and Burakovsky. He's been a winger with the Colorado Avalanche. Did play center with the Eagles when he was just 19 years old and was accomplished enough during McKinnon's absence to be able to step in for Kadri in that line. Of course, Logan O'Connor's emergence has helped out. Brought ahead by the Red Wings. Drop pass finds Zadina. Backhanded off the stick of Eric Johnson. Sammy G now gives it up for Burakovsky. Avs in the transition game. Nichushkin up the middle now for Mikko. Looking for a trailer. It's deflected high off the glass. Sider takes a run at Burakovsky. Cycled off for Val. Marching away from DeKaiser. It's McDonald. Long wrist shot. Gloved by Nedeljkovic. Went off the heel of his catching glove, and it's pushed up the boards. Kept in momentarily, but the Wings finally grabbed that loose puck.
One thing about Detroit is they're a young team. They're not going to tuck their tails because they're supposed to get whooped by some of the best teams in the league. They're in a pure rebuild, so that keeps Detroit dangerous. They're not going to, slough out and feel bad about their game. They're going to be hungry all night long.
Stolen away by Obe Kubel, and he threw it off the defenseman's skates, trying to get himself a goal. That puck is out of the zone. And that's true. Nedeljkovic, by the way, who's emerged as the #1 for Detroit, has stepped in after Grice got pulled and played very well.
You got to remember, Detroit had a 6-game winning streak before they lost their last 2, so they've had some success this season.
Mesnikov throws it on net. Knocked aside by Kemper with his paddle. McCarr will take command. Challenged by Smith. Sends that one out to the red line with JT Compher will two-hand whack it into the zone. Mesnikov hovering in the neutral zone as here comes Osterley. Wanted to give it up to him. No icing on the play here. Red Wings in a full change. Tyson Jost motors. Gets deep and shoots. Buckner saved by Nedeljkovic. Centering pass away from Helm. Clubbed a man down, and the Wings are able to clear. Intercepted by Detroit. The defenseman snuffed out by Jost. That's wrapped around the boards for McDermott. The big fella saucers it ahead, looking for EJ. It's into the zone, and the Avs are onside. Filipperonic off the glass, and out it comes. Brought ahead by Valeno. Backhand flip, score! Oh no! The Red Wings have made it a 3-2 game as Darcy Kemper, I believe, would like to have that one back.
Snuck a muffin, Moj. We can't sugarcoat this one. Coming in on the backhand, Kemper's got it. Slides under the pad. Oh, just a bad goal. Boy, he's been playing so well. And this is really going to give Detroit some life. You can see comes in real harmless. You got 2 guys on it, just pushes the far side. And Moj, I think the worst part of this goal is it's not the 5-hole. It actually sneaks under the right pad. This is a great look. No, that's pure 5-hole. Kemper puts his head up. He knows. We know. Not your best. Want to keep it at 2 all night. That's what Kemper's thinking from here on up, Moj.
That's for sure. I mean, the Wings have made a change in that. Nedeljkovic really has settled them down in their own zone. Now it's up to the top line to try to regain some steam. Landeskog doing just that. Drops it on the near side from McCarr. Stays in the zone. A little twisty move. Wrist shot never got through. The Wings bring it up ice. Robbie Fabry into the near circle. Centering pass. Sider got clipped. And the Avs have an opportunity the other way. Here comes McKinnon to O'Connor. They'll fly into the zone. Try to go back to McKinnon. Broken up by Leddy. Stuffed up top for Landeskog. Far side one-timer. And scores! Nathan McKinnon at the top of the circle. Rips one past Nedeljkovic, and the Avs do get it back. It's now a 4-2 game. McKinnon has scored in back-to-back contests. He's riding high right now with a 6-game point streak, and the Avs needed that one in a big way.
Right from the turnover right there. Gabe Landeskog creates it. McKinnon gives it to Logan O'Connor. Maybe he should have kept it, although Logan's playing so well. But how about the knockdown by Devon and then the one-time over to Nathan McKinnon. Look at that. He's saying, throw it over to me. And when the puck's going to start to go in for him, it will go in, no pun intended, avalanches. There was a time last year, it seemed every puck he shot went in. Wrist shot, slap shot, whatever. It's going to come. That was a big kind of, hey, Detroit, slow it down. You guys aren't there yet. That took away a lot of their momentum, motion.
Certainly did. McKinnon with the beauty of a goal against the Rangers 2 nights ago. Gerard out of the pile. Now Jack Johnson has to settle that one down. So Landeskog gets 1 assist as that puck deflects off the netting. Devon Toews, his 2nd assist of the game, and the Avs defenseman now with 87 points on the season to lead the National Hockey League.
My goodness. I got a stat, Moj, last year. They don't have any defensemen with goals tonight, but they had 26 goals as a team last year. I know it was a shortened season. They have 25 as a team this year. So one behind last year's total output.
A 38-second answer by the Avs. Out in front, backhanded score! Right off the face-off, his 2nd of the night. Andre Burakovsky, a little dangle, a little backhand flip. And the Avs have pushed the lead back to 3 goals. Burakovsky's 8th goal earlier, his 9th goal right now.
The scoring for the Avalanche, Moj, is hitting some all-time rarefied air. What a play off the face-off. Burakovsky left all alone in front. We're talking 36 goals in 6 games, and we still have a period plus 15 minutes to play. Look at Mikko just coming across. Somebody blew an assignment there on Burakovsky. That's a dream as a forward with those kind of hands. Straight to the backhand, quick upstairs. And is it fun watching hockey when there's a ton of goals? And Moj, we got a timeout.
Yeah, Jeff Blashill wants to settle his club down. So why don't we have this opportunity? Why don't we get it in? It's time for tonight's Taco Bell take.
Well, we're talking all about scoring, so why wouldn't we bring the highest goals per game rate? Look at that, folks. We go back to the Quebec Nordique days. We were talking, that was Peter Stastny, Michel Goulet, Anton Stastny, all the brothers there. And here's the Avalanche this season. And check this, folks, that's 5 tonight already, so we're going to knock that up a tick. My guess is, could we get to that elusive 7-goal mark again?
Well, the Avs are the only team in the National Hockey League that have scored 7+ goals on 5 different occasions. No other team has more than 2. And if they get there tonight, I mean, they will absolutely blow away the rest of the NHL. Let's take another look right off the draw. Look at Mikko.
Now, I'm not sure if Mikko tried to push that forward. If I get one more look at it, I might be able to tell. I don't know if he lost the draw and just beat his centerman to it, or if he tried to do a little push. But you know you're feeling really confident in your game if you try and push it through the centerman over to your winger. Things are going good, Moj.
Wings offside, trying to bring it in. So Mikko gets the only assist on that goal. And if Andre Burakovsky starts heating up the way he can, as we look at both of them on the bench side by side, my goodness. I mean, you figure the way Makar is going, McKinnon's going, Landeskog is going, Mikko is going, Toews is going.
It's all going to go.
Val is going. Kadri, the leading scorer on the Avalanche with 34 points, is out tonight. I don't know what you do if you're the opposition.
There's not much, Moj. Not much at all. You better not have 1 turnover all night.
Gerard put the brakes on, steers it up. EJ walks in and shoots, and is saved by Nedeljkovic. Into the corner, Osterley pins Jost, and now McDermott throws his body around. A couple of wrenches on the back there of Osterley. Make that Nemesnikov, I apologize. Kept in by McDonald. McDermott behind the net. Tried to shield, but never got a hold of that puck. As it's batted across the red line into the Avalanche zone, it was deflected, so there is no icing.
I can't help but think Alex Tanguay is on the bench of the Red Wings going, I remember when I played on a team that scored like this for the Avalanche one time.
Oh, man.
Must be a shot back in time for him in those glory heydays.
Headman pass, bumped in by JT. Loose puck far side. Up the boards, not out. Hit a man in the gut. Avs strip it away. Chasing into the corner will be Obey-Kubel. No sider. Challenged by JT. Avs force the turnover into the slot. But nobody home as Newhook had the right idea. An icing call on the Red Wings right here. Well, we talked about 7 goals right at you.
And there were seasons where we'd never see a 7-goal game for months in the National Hockey League, and that was back in the hook and hold era when Tanguay played with Forsberg and all the greats. But there you can see it. This season they have 5, and they are just chasing some dates that go way back. Some Wayne Gretzky days back with the LA Kings. And this team just built to score. Even losing Brandon Saad, we thought was going to be a big loss, but they just picked up because guys like Alex Newhook, Logan O'Connor, all the young guys they needed to come in and perform, Moj, have done it. And they're scoring at will, and they're scoring all 4 lines, all the defensemen. I don't think anybody's in any kind of slump now that Burakovsky's got 2 tonight. They're all on the run.
Yeah. By the way, with that McKinnon goal and the Landeskog assist, Gabe Landeskog is now pushed his point streak to 10 games, which is a new career high for the captain. And ho-hum, he's just having a remarkable year. McKinnon now to the point for Taves. Bats it off now for McCarr. Try to give it back for Taves. Good steal there by Dylan Larkin. Leno brings it in, but that last move through the Red Wings offside, and the timeout is straight ahead. 13:43 to go here, period number 2. Already 7 goals on the board. McKinnon's third. The Avs up 5-2. Keith has a very special guest.
Yeah, that's right. Andy Lindhall. If you listen to 92.5 Altitude Radio, you know Andy Lindhall on the afternoons with Nate Kreckman. He's got a new gig, guys. You're going to be the voice of the Colorado Mammoth. They've already kicked it into their first game, 116-11 against Georgia, but congratulations. How pumped are you to, I guess, be in the Loud House and scream your face off?
Oh, I appreciate it, first off. Thank you, Kyle. But yeah, we're really excited to be back in the Loud House now. I know the guys cannot wait to get back out on the floor. It's been almost 2 years since these guys taken to the turf. So we're looking forward to rolling the carpet out when this is all done and getting the guys ready.
We'll watch a little hockey, talk a little lacrosse. But you guys, second game, first home game tomorrow night, blackout night. Talk to me about it.
Well, first off, there's going to be this really sweet blackout jersey that's going to be available. Hit the Altitude Authentic store. And if not, there's some really sweet throwback Avalanche jerseys. Everyone went nuts for the Nordiques one, but, you know, go ahead, hit that. But it's going to be a fun night, okay? Because when we get the guys back on the floor after watching what they did against the Georgia Swarm, you're going to want to look for guys like Zed Williams. Number 28 has been really a great scorer. He had the goal of the week last week. Tyler Digby's a big boy. As we get some action in front of the net there, I'm worried they're going to score. We're already getting in mode, right? So yeah, we got Tyler Digby, Ryan Lee. They've got so many fun guys to watch. Dylan Ward's back in net. It's a great team. It's a lot of the familiar names that the Loud House folks know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best part, Andy, is that you could go bring the whole family. You know, it's like you said, when it's Loud House music through the entire game, and it's a lot like hockey.
It is hockey, pretty much. A lot of these guys played hockey or some kind of hockey experience, and it's just, you know, you're looking to move.
Oh, good God! Oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I was listening to Andy, but I sort of wasn't. Gerard. All right, Andy, what'd you see here?
We saw great puck movement here. As you see the boys working it around the old triangle there. Not really a triangle, but nice cross pass, and then we're going to find a little bit of action down low right there.
Well, and
Sam Gerard just skating to the open slot.
And using the screens. I mean, Curtis McDermott right there. I don't know if he saw the puck, but the offense right now, Moj, Riker, it's just coming from every direction.
It is, Kiefer. I mean, Gerard from Jost and EJ. Avs now sit to the side of that at 89 points from defensemen. The Avs have 26 goals from defensemen, which ties their total from all of last year.
My favorite was Andy said using the old triangle. you never heard that in hockey before. Use that triangle, it'll get you a goal every time.
You got to use it, guys. Back down to you.
Yeah, sorry about the good God thing. I'm a fan first. You guys know that. Hey, the Colorado Mammoth are in action tomorrow night right here at Ball Arena. You don't want to miss out on the excitement. Come be part of the Loud House when the Mammoth host the San Diego Seals. If you want more information, just go to coloradomammoth.com. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, it's just fantastic. You can never even hold your breath, I guess, because the Avs right now are just pouring the puck in the back of the net. Finally gloved by Nedeljkovic. He'll hold on. The Avs have put 6 on Detroit. We've got 11:51 to go in period number 2.
Moj, I can't remember a game where the Avalanche had this much sustained offensive pressure. It literally looks like they're on a power play and it's 5-on-5. The Wings are overwhelmed. They're stargazing, they're watching the puck, and they're seeing one of the best teams in the National Hockey League just taking advantage of it.
Jared Bednar with a new flow.
That's high and tight. That's a big deal for Coach Benz. He loves his hair.
Yeah, he does. And it's sort of that Vic Lombardi feeling about things. It looks fantastic.
And just the right amount of salt and pepper. I don't know how he does that.
Well, I taught him everything he knows. Not really. Devontae's back to his own end. Now Kale. Will ricochet off Landeskog. Tries to chase it down the slot. Wings get to it and rip it up the boards. Out it comes. Suter ahead. Cut off there by McKinnon. Puck is loose. McKinnon trying to dig it free, get it out of the zone, and does for Landeskog. Now to Taves. Look at Devon Taves jump in and find the captain. Up top, the pass a little bit too far behind. And it'll roll free. Avs first period, 3 goals on 14 shots. Second period, 3 goals on 9 shots. Dumped into the far corner by Sider. And both teams getting a change.
Moj, can you remember the over? Well, I bet it was 8 goals. Can you remember what it was?
I think it was 6.5.
6.5, so we've blown past that.
It seemingly happens every night. Wings. Had it escape to Kaiser. Good pressure by Burakovsky. Off the end of the stick, out it comes, turning and chasing is McDonald. Had to really motor, but coughed it up. Rowley is in, flips it off. Gagne. Chucked it into the trapezoid. That puck is pinned to the left skate of Jack Johnson. Pulled out by Gagne, tried to put it out front. Kemper read it well, so did Val. Now it comes to Johnson. Burakovsky. Challenged by Letty. Johnson gets it ahead now for Nichushkin. Val rumbles in. The Avs interchange as it's sent off the end boards. Just off the bench, here's Tyson Jost, and he got stood up by Hronek. Nice defensive play by the veteran D-man. Outlet to Larkin as he chugs down the left wing, picked up by Johnson, who works him right off that puck in the corner. Good body up play by EJ. Here's McDermott. Kicked in by Sammy G. That one goes up off the netting, and a whistle comes your way with 9:36 to go in period 2. The Red Wings scored the first goal of period 2. The Avs the last 3. They've got a 6-2 lead. Stampede 14 and under 18. Winners of this year's Vail Sportsmanship Tournament, where they went 6-0. To learn more about youth hockey in Colorado, please visit co.hockey. We were talking earlier about Alex Tanguay, now an assistant coach with the Detroit Red Wings, but he'll be forever tied to the Colorado Avalanche, of course, who drafted him, and in that Game 7 of the 2001 Stanley Cup Final, 2 gigantic goals.
Also, all of us cheering for Ray Bourque. I mean, everybody was all in on Ray Bourque. They had to win Game 6 to get here. Look at that wide open net, boom, back in the net. Oh, that was so huge. And Moj, you got to tell me the story. You went on the ice and interviewed everybody right after that. You're working the game.
Yeah, I was the first one on. I had gone to the far VAR, and they threw the door open, and the guys were still dogpiling each other, and I was flying out there. I'm like, I'm getting in this right here to talk to these guys, and it's an experience I'll never forget, Riker. I stood at the red line as the cup was being awarded, and the crowd was deafening, and I just stood and did a 360 pirouette. I'll never forget it. Stolen by EJ. Walking in to McDermott with a shot and a save by Nedeljkovic. Terrific job by Nedeljkovic to read that. And Avalanche fans, score $100 in a Colorado Avalanche jersey when you open a qualified KeyBank checking account by December 31st. Visit a KeyBank branch or go to key.com/avalanche.
Well, speaking of Alex Tanguay, he was almost going to come into the TV career. Was thinking about coming here, went and worked for the NHL Network. They said, you know what? I got to take my 1,088 games to the coaching circle. Spent 2 years in Iowa with the Wild, and then this is first year behind the bench as an assistant coach. But Yeah, anytime you get over 1,000 games in the National Hockey League and a Stanley Cup, kudos to you. Heck of a career.
First round pick of the Colorado Avalanche. So valuable in that game 7. He had 2 tallies in that critical game. Puck cut down by EJ. Of course, Joe Sakic, the 3rd goal in that, right through the wickets. Avalanche fans, it's time for Beating the Pressure. It's all presented by Coors Light.
All right, we'll take a look at it here. The Coors Light made to chill. Just beating the pressure. Just look at the Avalanche. Pretty much first in every single category, and you know they're just adding onto that tonight. Goals for 31. Well, that's because they only played 5 games. They were almost averaging 5 goals a game in November. Goals per game, they're already at 6 here tonight. Power play percentage been good. Everything about the Avs offensively reminds you of the 1980s Oilers. And that's considered some of the greatest offensive teams of all time.
Just amazing teams. What's interesting about this game, the Avs don't have a power play goal in it. All 6 goals have come at even strength. There's only been 1 penalty called on each team.
That's good, Mose. I didn't know that. I just assumed they scored a power play goal.
Yeah, it would seem like it.
I know.
Who can't clear? JT can. And this is good for Jared Bednar, too, because you get back home, the Florida Panthers are one of the highest scoring teams in the NHL, right behind the Avalanche. They'll be in here Sunday evening for a 6 o'clock affair. So if you can rest some guys, Newhook flashing in, got it on a man, and it's poked away by Nedeljkovic. There's Newhook with his speed. That was given up for McDonald. Obe Kubel tried to find JT and got knocked off that puck. Sent right up the middle of the ice, and out it comes, and a penalty is coming up. It's going to be a slash. With 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in period number 2. Well, Devon Toews another 2 points tonight. 8 points in his last 4 games. This is incredible.
All we talk about is Cale Makar, and Devon Toews is secretly just one of the best defensemen in the National Hockey League. You see here ties Jeff Brown for most consecutive multi-point games back to 1988, and that's franchise. So we go back to the Nordiques. That's when scoring was in its true heyday. But what's Devon Toews? He's got to be plus 19 now on the season, over a point a game. I can't think of a better signing in the last several years by anybody in the National Hockey League for the deal with which Joe Sakic got him at. And he's such a compliment to Cale Makar. They work perfectly together, and they're going to be here for a long time to come.
Obe Kubel is off for slashing. So the Wings on their second power play of the evening. Ernie couldn't hang on. Ass cleared up and out. Good play by Val. Well, again, when you talk about Team Canada, I'm sure Devon Toews was never even remotely considered. But the things he's doing with Cale Makar right now, and if they could go back and add him and just have them as a pair in the Olympic Games, cleared out by Tyson Jost, I'm sure they would very much consider it. I know that the Canadian hockey world is stacked with star defensemen. But how can you tell me that Devon Toews isn't playing as well as any of them right now in the entire league?
Easily, and I go back to Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook. Seabrook's a great defenseman, but he was there probably because Duncan Keith was the star. So it's the same scenario. Cale Makar is the star, but it'd be nice to have somebody that he knows that he's comfortable with beside him. We just got to put it to a vote in Canada. Everybody voted in, no problem. And then it's legal.
Draw pass finds Larkin. Got around O'Connor. Here's Dylan Larkin up the gut. Wrist shot wide of the net. Ricocheted right off the end boards. Makar will waste no time finding the glass, and down it comes. Half will change up a couple of killers. No shots on goal so far to Detroit, and 40 seconds to go in their power play. Makar and Jack Johnson stayed on the back end. Nichushkin and Compher came back on. Nicoletti drops it off for Nemesnikov, who has a tally tonight for Detroit. Letty at the point, walks a little bit, gives it off for Vlad. Back to Letty, far circle. Desadina with a shot. Saved by Kemper, got it right in the chest. Tonight's game is brought to you by PointsBet. PointsBet gives you better odds and bigger payouts. Download the PointsBet app now and use code Denver100 to receive $100 in free bets when you bet only $1.
Well, I wonder if Kiefer's bets are hitting tonight. You know, he lives and dies by those bets, Moj.
Those $1 bets, yeah.
That's about it.
That's all I think that Dana will let him do. Of course, the house could be paid off by now. The cars. Little Quincy could be in college, Kiefer, by now. If you Just go with your gut the way the Avs have been playing in the last month of the season, last month and a half. It's been remarkable. Letty down the final 15 seconds. One-timer score. Philip Hronek rams it inside the near post. It's now a 6-3 game. That's a power play goal, and Hronek just loses his third of the season.
That was a nice draw. Tape pass across the blue line. One-time shot. Take a look at it right here. It's a clean loss right across. The hardest part for me on that, Moj, is, yeah, I know it's a cross, slick tic-tac play, but there's no screen in front. Oh, I'm not a goaltender, but you'd love to be able to see him get over there and read that play. Kemper's a big goaltender at 6'4". He's got a long span of them legs and just got pushing off the post a hair late and couldn't get over to get that one on the pad.
Yep.
Perfect shot, though, almost posting in, about 6 inches off the ice.
Just a split second too late for Darcy Kuemper. So the Wings are now just doubled up 6-3. It's an icing call to the Avalanche. Will bring it all the way back down. Hronek with, again, his third of the year. Zadina gets 1 assist, and the other goes to Letty.
And here we are with 9 goals in another hockey game. Moj, can you remember the dead puck days when you were lucky to get to like 3-1, 2-1 was the norm every night? Even getting to 5 goals was an anomaly.
Well, I'm sure for the coaching staff of teams that score a lot, give up, it could probably be a bit nerve-wracking at times. But I think for the fans, yeah, this is what you want to see. I mean, lots of goals, lots of excitement. The lack of holding and shoving and pushing and hooking that used to be allowed. I mean, if Peter Forsberg was allowed to play in this kind of game, rich shot, saved by Kuemper, got it right in the catching glove. But if Peter Forsberg and Joe Sakic and all those guys were allowed to play in this kind of game, oh my goodness.
It would be as entertaining as it could get. Now we have to admit, as we look at the goals allowed per game, this is where the Avalanche got to clean up. I was talking to Kiefer before. Realize every team in there is nowhere near the playoffs.
Right.
Hey, right. So every other team except for the Avs is nowhere even close to the playoffs. So that's something they got to shore up, and they'll get there. And it starts forwards, D, and goaltending. Everybody's got to work together.
McKinnon moving in to Gerard, and that wrist shot over the top of the net. What was that old Disney, the old Sesame Street thing? One of these things is not like the other.
Not even close.
The Avs just, when you score 6-7 goals a night, you can give up 4 or 5 goals a night, but you don't want to if you're Jared Bednar. You want to build good habits. Rock back shot wide of the net as Dan Renouf let that one go, the former Colorado Avalanche. Off the stick of Fabbri. Now it's behind the cage for Gagne, and Landeskog bodied him up. Fabbri gives it down deep, shot by Larkin wide of the net. What a nice play by Dylan Larkin. Staying right with him was Taves. Good hit by Landeskog on Rasmussen. To the half boards, top line wants to get this out. It goes rink wide and it will escape the zone.
See, Moj, the Wings aren't going to stop one bit. They know the Avs give up a lot of goals, and they know the Avs love to score goals and might give up some 2-on-1s. It's a young team looking to score. 6-3, in your mind, it's still in range to come back, Moj.
Steered by Osterley. Here comes Mikko down the left wing, Rantanen. Looking for a trailer on the play. Good play by Giovanni Smith there as he bodied up Mikko and took him off the puck. Dump back in, and McCarr will handle things from behind his net. Under 4.5 to go here, period number 2. The Avs with a 6-3 lead over Detroit. Val finds Mikko. Back to Nichushkin it goes. Would not center it off. Burakovsky has 2 tallies on the night. To the half boards, Zadina steps in the way. Turned up for Smith. Giovanni Smith making himself known, but the Wings get it there. Off the leg it comes. Now Zadina turns it wide of the net. Wings is firing from everywhere. Giovanni Smith has made his change. Lobbed up and out by the Avs and McDonald. And this will be, no, it's waved off at the last second by the linesman Ison. Out of the cage to play, it is Kuemper. Leaves it off. Nemesnikov almost stole that one away. And Obey Kubel gets the return pass. To the red line he goes as the Wings bottle things up in the neutral zone. Whacked in by Eric Johnson. Obey Kubel after that loose puck. Well down to the point. EJ can't keep it in. Nemesnikov pivoting away into the Avs zone. 3 Avs pick him up. Puck was loose, but right to Zadina with a turnaround shot. Penalty coming up on Eric Johnson. He cut down Sitter in the far circle, and we'll take a timeout with 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Avalanche fans, last night Denver Sports lost a legend when former Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas passed away. The four-time Pro Bowler was just 33 years old. For all of us at Altitude and Kroenke Sports, our thoughts.
Thank you, Chief Warrant Officer Paul, for your dedication and service.
Here's your chance to own a one-of-a-kind holiday tree created by the Avs Better Halves during the holiday tree auction. You can see and bid on these special trees at ksc.givesmart.com, or you can text KSC to 76278. You can also see them at the game versus the Rangers coming up on Tuesday night. Auction proceeds benefit the Avs Better Halves community projects in Colorado, but hurry, the auction closes on Tuesday night. Eric Johnson is in the box for cross-checking as the Avs win the draw and send it all the way down. And we should let you know, Avalanche fans, that Gabe Landeskog, the captain, did leave the room during the timeout and went back to did leave the ice, I should say, went back to the dressing room.
Well, we're hoping in this situation, 6-3 game, don't play him if you don't have to, Moj. But one thing I want to talk about is Eric Johnson's penalty, that cross-check. That's one thing they eliminated from the game this year, and all this is what's helping lead to more scoring. Let the star players do their job and be less harassed, as we say the Forsbergs and such were like back in the day.
Comfort stood up. Puck is free now into the corner. JT maybe got away with one there. Wings keep it in with the Mesnikov. Nice move at the blue line and a slap shot wide of the net. That puck rolled on him, sent it off the legs. Zadina shoots, saved by Kemper. Kick to the near side. Aronic is pinched in, coming off a power play goal himself. Puck up in the air, two-hand whack, will not get it out as Kemper took a baseball swing, now letting. Down the boards with it, Aronic. Steers it off, gets it back. Letty's up top to Zadina, far side. Saved by Kemper, puck into the slot. Avs clear it up, but not out. Wings with a terrific power play right now. Centering pass, chopped away, comes up to Letty, far side. Zadina look for the shot. Now has it, saved by Kemper. And he'll jump on top of that rebound with 32 seconds to go in the Eric Johnson cross-checking penalty. 3 shots on goal so far for the Wings on this power play.
Yeah, Zadina's hot, he missed that, but here's the cross-check by Eric Johnson. Right there, every year the NHL has done something to help out scoring, and this year, no cross-checking allowed. Now we get the chance right here in front, right off the blocker. Kemper keeps it back inside, controls the rebound. That's the key. Goaltenders always have to control the rebound. That's when they're playing their best hockey. You see Valeno's right in front there, looking for that rebound, but he shut the door. Most, don't you think the NHL's done a great job of letting the star players show their talents? Getting rid of the hooking, the holding, the slashing, the cross-check.
That's what the fans want.
Yes.
The fans need.
That's what it's all about.
Cam McCarr short-handed. Winds his way up ice and in front of the penalty boxes, sends it into the Red Wing zone. Darren Helm trying to hawk. At least applying the pressure. And now 15 seconds to go in the Red Wings power play, their third of the night. They're 1 for 2 so far. Larkin has 2 Avalanche players on him. It comes up to Sider. Mo Sider tried to give it off, and Helm got in the way of that pass. And EJ's on the skates. He'll come out of the box. The Avs 2 for 3 on the kill tonight. Raymond threw it in as Kemper will play it. Mikko Rantanen bumps it ahead, chasing for it now is Jost. To foul the shot, saved by Nedeljkovic, and he's got it in his catching glove as it bounced right into the blue paint. Just 50.5 seconds to go in period number 2.
Avalanche, he had the slap shot ready. He said, Tyson Jost, throw it back to me, and I'm going to pile this one in the back of the net. Good little pass by Mikko Rantanen. Look at Val finding the soft ice, almost handcuffed the goaltender as was coming up top there. I like a lot of chemistry. This Valanciunas seems to have chemistry with everybody, especially the bottom 6 guys. Logan O'Connor's finding them. Tyson Jost is finding them. All the role players. Darren Helm had a great block pass on the penalty kill there. Everybody's really playing their jobs to a T right now.
Avs win the draw. It's Taves. McKinnon works his way down the goal line, trying to stuff it short side. Saved by Nedeljkovic. And the Wings will send that puck up and out as Ernie got all of it and flopped it ahead. There's no icing on the play. Now with 33 seconds to go in the second, the Avs holding a 6-3 lead. Mikko Dishes up for Burakovsky. He'll find McKinnon. Bouncing puck, trying to control it. Rasmussen trying to keep with him. McKinnon reversing direction again, throws it behind the net. Ranted it out front for Burakovsky, and it just escaped him at the last second. A prime scoring chance. Makar with a puck in his own end. He'll eat it with just 3 seconds to go. Finds Taves, and that will do it here at Ball Away. The second period has come to an end, and a crazy second period it was.
Well, Moj, the Wings flex their muscles, but the Avs flex back, and the Avs have been in the gym longer, so they win that period. Great period again of scoring goals.
The PointsBet app now and use code AVS2KRF to get your first bets risk-free up to $2,000. Back at Ball Arena, getting ready for the final 20 minutes. The Avalanche carry a 6-3 lead onto the ice over the Detroit Red Wings with Mark Rycroft in for Peter McNabb. I am Mark Mosier, and Andre Burakovsky sitting on 2 goals tonight.
He is sitting on 2 goals, and if anybody was a little bit on the schneid, it would have been McKinnon and Burakovsky. Here's goal number 1. Look at the sweet puck movement in action. I love that little tracer. Helps you find out where it's all going. And right here, we decided that Mikko Rantanen actually lost that draw. Went and jumped on it, and Burakovsky goes backhand shove. A natural 30-goal scorer. Built for big-time playoff hockey. Won a cup, of course, with Washington, and he's going to be huge when the games hit big-time pressure, and you need a big goal. Burakovsky's your guy.
Carl will send it off for Taves. Here are the Geico stats for bundling made easy. Go to geico.com. Into the corner, it's Leddy. Challenged by O'Connor, was able to spin away, heads right through center ice. Return pass to Leddy, kick save by Darcy Kemper. Larkin in the slot. Avs challenged him momentarily. Otherwise, he would have had a prime scoring chance. Another shot, and it's fought off by Kemper, and another blocker save by Darcy Kemper. That's 3 saves here in the first 40 seconds of period number 3 as Makar got knocked down in his own end and is slow going to the bench. Well, you hate to see that. He's going to stay on the bench, though. McKinnon gives it off for Johnson, just off the bench. EJ back behind the net. The defenseman swings it up top. Walking in, Mikko. A little shimmy move, and he'll find Girard, who's got a tally tonight. Back to Rantanen it goes. Wrist shot redirected. Save by Nedeljkovic, and he will hold on.
What a little pass by Sam Girard. Man, was that slick. See the shot right there by Leddy, and then it just turns to chaos in the Avs zone. For the Avs controlling the play modes, they do create a lot of their own chaos in their own net. Kemper looked really good on that play. Kemper's had moments where you're like, wow, he looks amazing. And a couple of goals tonight, you're thinking, whoops, he wouldn't mind having those back.
Well, it's a tale of 2 cities sometimes for Darcy Kemper. He's made some unbelievable saves. And then, of course, there's a couple he'd like back as we look at the 25 saves so far here tonight.
And Moj, the way the team is playing, he's almost the last guy we need to find his groove to really put this team solid.
I'm telling you, Riker, if he can, and of course you can get Frankie back. Pavel Francouz playing this weekend again for the Colorado Eagles. Lost one a week ago Friday, and then pitched a shutout on Saturday night against the Tucson Roadrunners. Cut down was Burakovsky, and a penalty coming up on the wings. Danny DeKeyser going to go to the box for tripping, and for the Avs, it'll be their second power play of the night. DeKeyser knew it immediately.
Number 55, 2 minutes, tripping.
Well, everybody's going for Christmas trees right now, and there's, that wasn't too bad. Oh, it caught him in between the legs. That's what happened. Smack on the skate, stick gets between the legs, doesn't look so good. I thought he might have chopped him down like he would a Christmas tree, Moj, but not quite the case there.
A little opener of the can variety.
That used to be so legal. You get the stick in between the legs and open it, no penalty ever. Finally, they put a stop to that.
So here is Mikko Rantanen to take the draw.
If the Avs can score here, Moj, Coach Bednar will just sit back and go next line up, and just roll all 4 lines all the way through.
Avalanche missing the captain, Gabe Landeskog, on that draw. As Mikko took it and won it. Landeskog leaving late in period number 2 with a lower body injury. He will not return here tonight. So that's obviously a tough break for this Avalanche team. Burakovsky dumps it off for Mikko. Flip for McKinnon, and he had to whack it wide as he got cut down trying to get his way to the hashes. Comfer paid the price to get that puck up top. And look at McCarr, stick handle in a phone booth. Walks the line, Kale. To Burakovsky. Bottom of the circle, couldn't find any space. Now McKinnon works it. Dumps it up top for McCarr. McKinnon's on his offside as Comfer takes over to the near side. McCarr, a shimmy move, a wrist shot, block, gets it back, finds McKinnon. Cut off, back to Kale goes. Now Burakovsky, puck's thing on that side of the ice. Up top, one-timer, faked by McKinnon. Wrist shot, bucketed away by Nedeljkovic. JT has 2 wings on. That puck is loose right at the hashes, rolls to Kale. He'll send it back down the boards, and Rantanen had it knocked away. McCarr, such a safety valve at the blue line to keep it in. The cross-ice pass in the skates comes to Mikko up top. He'll find Kale again. Now to Rantanen. Burakovsky and Rantanen switch spots. Mikko darting in. No shooting lane yet. To the near side, McKinnon. Cross-ice pass broken up in the seam. Good read there by the Red Wings and Nemesnikov. Avs have controlled the play in the wing zone the entire time, but have yet to get a real good shot saved by Nedeljkovic. And that puck went straight up in the air, and another power play coming up for the Avs as Burakovsky got high-sticked. He's checking himself. Gagne got him. So the Avs will have 15 seconds of a 5-on-3. Let's see what they can do.
All right, Gagne was just trying to whack the puck out of the air here with his stick and accidentally caught Burakovsky, who jumped up for it like a basketball player trying to get a jump ball.
Ooh.
Moses is watching the replay on the big screen.
Yeah, JT Comfer also had his lid knocked off.
Try it, penalty. Number 89, 2 minutes. I stick it.
Okay, here we go. We'll watch the play that Moj went ooh on, and Bonko. Oh, I hope most of that caught the visor. Then the visor probably came down, smacked him on the nose. That's not going to be friendly to anybody, but at least he saved his teeth. And then watch Cale Makar up here, folks. Are you kidding me on the patience? Dancing at the blue line. He's got no support, nobody around him, and he's so dangerous. Players are afraid to challenge him because they'll just burn. Look at this. I mean, can't go near him. And if they pressure him too hard, they'll burn him. He'll burn him wide. It's one of the rawest abusive talents I've ever seen. It's incredible.
Avs in the 5-on-3. McCarr. Another 9 seconds to go in it. Can they get his shot off? McKinnon one-timer, saved by Nedeljkovic. Rebound, it's underneath him, and he'll hold on with 3 to go in the 5-on-3. Well, Peter McNabb talks about McCarr's ability all the time. He walks that blue line with his skates out of the zone, but the puck in the zone. Let's take another look at this shot.
And you'll walk heel to heel. We'll take another look at this player just trying to find up front, big screen, and watch it. Juice 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like he's playing whack-a-mole, just trying to hit that puck. There it is. You can see it, folks. Not too many guys are going to cross-check 6'5" big Val Nichushkin. But yeah, that poise at the blue line is just unique. It's a gift to have that kind of relaxed poise with the puck when there's so much pressure on making a mistake.
Avs won the draw. McKinnon out of the box to Kaiser, deflected high off the glass. Rantanen taken off that puck by Seider, and the rookie sends it all the way down. The Wings will change up 3 killers.
Moj, when I can illustrate it and slow it down into Supermo, and you see the angles of his feet when he puts his heels together, it's just rarely have I ever seen it in the history of the game, somebody skate like that.
And it just comes naturally to him. Kale was cut down, walking in, shot wide of the net by Mikko Rantanen. Kept it into the point. That puck will bounce into JT, pumps it into the circle, but it's an easy clear for the Red Wings, and down it comes. So 1 minute and 7 seconds to go now on the 5-on-4 opportunity. The Avs have not scored a power play goal here tonight. All 6 have come at even strength. Burakovsky like lightning. Racing into the Red Wing zone. Pulls up and dishes. Girard to Taves. Back to Girard. Finds Taves. No one-timer there. They love that play when it's open. Back to Sammy G. Back to Taves. Straight away. The defensemen playing pitch and catch with each other. Still no shot from the outside here for the Avs. Girard exited the zone, came back in. That puck rolls far side, shot, and a blocker save by Nedeljkovic as that shot came out of nowhere from Burakovsky. Taves trapped at the point. Finds Big Val. He'll go back to Girard. 17 to go on the power play opportunity. Here is Taves. Sammy G fakes the slapper in the slot. Newhook couldn't get that shot off, and a good check there by Rowney. Around the boards it comes. It escapes Girard and out of the zone, and that will do it for the Avs' chance. Sent back in, Taves racing down the board. Centering pass. Newhook tried to give it far side as Nichushkin was all by himself.
Moj, I can sense the fans in Ball Arena, they're getting restless. They haven't seen a goal in over 5 minutes. They don't know how to handle themselves.
Taves been out there a while, so a Sammy G kick save there by Nedeljkovic. Taves kicks it up. Obe Kubel trying to walk that line. Nowhere to go but to the near side. Larkin able to bat it out on the backhand, and it's sent ahead now for the rookie Raymond. So talented. He'll push it near side to Forrest. Fabry tracks it down, and a pitchfork move to the point. Letty. Reversed. Avs now running back and forth in their own zone. It comes to the point for Fabry. Wrist shot, glove save by Kemper. He'll hold on to settle things down. And now a little pushing and shoving. Larkin and Jack Johnson getting into it. A little discussion there. Not much will come between the veteran defenseman and the Detroit captain. A little bit more talking going on. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, Dylan, says Jack Johnson. Then we'll take a timeout. 13:57 to go in the third. Avs still with a 3-goal lead, up 6-3.
And here's the defensive side of things. Knows how to get it done, and then just watch the ability of him to evade players. We call him elusive. Kyle Keith calls him the serpent. When he puts his heels together and skates, look at that. He's outside the blue line, like Peter McNabb says. Moj talked about it, and just hangs there with all that poise. And here, hey, don't hurt our guy. Easy. Nobody's allowed to touch Kale like that, Moj. What's happening?
Yeah,
But literally,
basically,
folks,
stay away from him.
he is the next defenseman to have a real chance at the Hart Trophy.
Fabry gives it to Letty. Shot saved by Kemper. He flashed out and just got his shoulder on it. Great push by Darcy Kemper. Down goes Larkin. That puck is loose to EJ. I think I'm going to start calling McCarr. For all you youngins out there, Google him, Fred Astaire.
Yes. I left that off my notes, Moj.
Yeah, one of the greatest dancers in the history of cinema. His icing is waved off. He is like a Fred Astaire on that blue line. He's just those feet. Choo.
So light. Kyle Keefe asked him a question one time. Does he wish he was like 6'2"? And Barry goes, no, I don't want to lose my speed, my finesse. I like just how I am.
Yeah. Be happy with yourself, Kale. You should be.
Yeah.
To the near side. Fabry and Johnson collide. Larkin couldn't get that shot off. It rolls into the slot. Raymond was stopped. And out he comes for O'Connor. Things have gotten really sort of ugly and choppy here in this third period of play. We're 7 minutes in right now. Fabry back on his skates, challenged by McDonald. Sweeping it off the bench is Nemestikov to his own end. You can see some of these young Red Wings, though. You can see that the future is bright. Nemestikov is not a rookie. That shot blocked away. Girard lost his stick, gathers it back, and the Avs have cleared. But this will be an icing call. Come in and see Land Rover Denver, Colorado's premier Land Rover destination for all of your luxury or off-road needs.
Moj, I'm looking up. Who was the last defenseman to win the Hart Trophy? Am I going all the way back to Chris Pronger? I think I am. 99-2000. That was the year Chris Pronger won the Hart, won the Norris, pretty much won everything in sight that year.
Yeah, he did.
And I believe Cale Makar is the next great chance to do a clean Chris Pronger type of sweep.
He very well could be. Up and out he comes McDermott. Osterley got a piece of him as that puck squirts in front of the benches. Giovanni Smith back to his own zone now. Osterley wraps it up ice, stolen away by McDonald. He'll pump it into the Red Wing zone. Right now, I think both teams just want to try to emerge from the rest of this. Well, Detroit certainly wants to attempt a comeback, but the Avs want to be unscathed. They've already lost the captain tonight, playing without Nazem Kadri as well, the leading scorer with 34 points. And the high-flying Florida Panthers coming to town on Sunday. Push down deep, shot saved by Kemper. That one got him in the mask. And the Avs flash out of the zone with Burakovsky to McKinnon. He'll send it back into the slot. Shot saved by Nedeljkovic. He made a good push to his right and stops Burakovsky point blank. What a pass by McKinnon.
And everybody had their hats or toques, because it's chilly here in Denver, ready to throw on the ice for that hat trick.
Rasmussen into the circle, gives it off now. Wings, dump it to Zadina, backhanded right over the head of Darcy Kemper. I'm convinced he made that last save with his mask as he leaned forward and took it right in the beak. Here comes Val, he'll bring it in 1-on-3, why not? A drag move and a wrist shot deflected off the glass. Nichushkin is just a freight train out there sometimes.
Never seen him
wide strides. Sider. Hit by Nichushkin, down goes Val. Two huge bodies. Ripped ahead for Fabry. No opportunity to return the pass as he's stuffed by Newhook into the corner. Now it's Larkin who takes over. Gives it up top inside with a wrist shot blocked in the slot. It went right off a Red Wing of Adam Ernie Desept standing in the slot. Shot there, blocked away by a sliding EJ in front. Redirected save by Darcy Kemper, and he's down on his gut. And the Wings press the issue. The Avs right now sort of surviving in their own zone.
Nice save by Kemper there. Let's take a look at some chances. See the Red Wings coming in. Boy, when they get it on the offensive run, Avs just get stuck in their zone. Here's the play over to McKinnon. Watch the sauce pack. Right back to him and just nowhere to go for Burakovsky to try and get that hat trick. And then here, Moj, I think you got it right. Right off the eyeballs. And then here's that beautiful sauce pass by McKinnon. Good save. Nedeljkovic is in great position. And here's the chaos. Eric Johnson, what a slide over. I love that he's still got the energy at the end of the game to give it a go. Kemper's down, bodies are flying. Not quite like the brawls of the old days, Moj, but yeah, not too bad. No goalie fights yet.
Not yet. EJ has never been one to be afraid to sacrifice his body. Berg Simpson reminds you when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Avs forced the turnover. It's flipped up for Jost. He'll bat it ahead. Arana got back in front of him, 17-on-17 here. And twisted to the far side. Taves will charge down and give it off for Jost. Elbe Kubel. Helm, wrist shot, save, rebound. Jost took a swat at it. Darren Helm already with a tally here tonight against his former team. After spending 14 years in Detroit, signed as a free agent by the Avalanche. Helm has it again, shoots it wide of the net. It's McCarr. On his offside, Kale. Walking, Kale looking, Kale shooting! Saved by Nedeljkovic. He never even saw it, and got him in the pad. Elbe Kubel. Tied up. Into the circle it goes. Jost could not get a stick on that, and Dylan Larkin has enough energy to bring it up ice. Trying to scissor in. That one got through Fabry. Good audio work in the far corner by our crew. Jost able to find Helm. Bump now for McCarr. It's a 2-on-1. It's McCarr with Helm. Kale is in, shoots, and a save by Nedeljkovic. It goes up into the netting. Oh, what a save by Nedeljkovic with his elbow to keep it a 3-goal game. 9:23 left in the third. Avs on top 6-3.
Spend more of your holiday season with the Avalanche as the team takes on the...
All presented by the Ball Corporation, and here comes Logan O'Connor.
Well, the graph kind of speaks for itself, folks. You see how he started? It was the effort, the energy. The coach trusted him more, put him out more, sent him to the minors, honed his game. He's back up, signs a 3-year deal, and just look at the growth of Logan O'Connor. And you know, there's been a ton of guys that can skate. And you think they can skate in the NHL, they can play no problem. But you have to be able to think it. You have what they had called hockey sense. And Logan O'Connor has proved he can think the game well enough. He can play on the first line if he wants to.
Well, he's developing that finish, and that's what's so important. Not that the Avs need more of it, but golly, I just love to see his game develop the way it has. Jared Bednar, honestly, so proud of his young forward. Says he's gotten better every day he's been a member of the Colorado Avalanche organization. Wings clear. Incidentally, 14 different Avalanche players have a point tonight, including McKinnon. Post check there. Wings can't clear. Comes back to McKinnon. Mikko with a hard pass received to Burakovsky. And foot from McKinnon, and that was right in his skates. No wheelhouse. EJ one-timer blocked. That stings. 14 different Avalanche players have a point tonight, as I was talking about. None for Logan O'Connor, believe it or not. Up to EJ.
That's okay.
It is. Burakovsky, wrist shot, saved by Nedeljkovic, and that one may have gotten him in the mask. It was up top.
And Burakovsky's fishing hard for that hat trick, and who could blame him? If I had two, I'm going for three as well, Mo.
Oh, you'd puck hog all night long.
Heck yeah, give it to you, get the shot. We want everybody to have to go buy new hats later on tonight.
You'd have that beaver tail banging on the ice. Guys. Hey, boys, I'm right here. Yeah, but Riker, you've got three guys on. I don't care.
Hat tricks are rare. They don't come by often. When they're in reach, you got to get them.
Ain't no doubt about it. Back down. It goes an icing call on the wings. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on in front of the Red Wing net.
Well, Eric Johnson. Well, here's the shot. There's Burakovsky, and this goes right. Oh, it's a deflection in front. Looks like McKinnon might have got his stick on that. That was going hard and high. Would have hit Nedlich right off the head. Watch McKinnon fighting around. He's been hungry all night long. That's a great deflection. Goaltender just got lucky that he was in position. Then the rebound, two motion.
Yeah, it would have got him. It would have got him right in the mask, Riker, but cut down by McKinnon. That wrist shot knocked down in the slot by Zadina. Puck was in the skates. Veronik able to steer it out. So McKinnon obviously feeling better, feeling good about his game. That one-timer tonight, as right now stands to be the game winner, chopped up into the air and into the net. It finds a whistle. Tonight's game is brought to you by PointsBet. PointsBet gives you better odds and bigger payouts. Download the PointsBet app now and use code Denver100 to receive $100 in free bets when you bet just $1. And again, Kyle Keefe. Who knows what he would have done by now? He's a Wyoming guy, maybe a new horse.
I've won so much money tonight.
Yeah.
Did you win some today, Keefer?
Oh, man. I mean, all you got to do is take the over. You can literally put your mortgage on the over and get a new house the next day.
We've been down there drinking with the Byrams.
The over and first goal of the game, Keefer.
I know. Right now the Avs this has got to be the hottest ticket in the National Hockey League. I mean, this is insane. The fans are going crazy. You know, it's the Wings, but this is just good hockey. And I mean, the offense is, like you guys were just talking about, it's how many 14 different players have points every night? I mean, it's ridiculous to just be here and watch these guys skate.
Joe's pushed that one wide of the cage. And now Smith tips it for his defenseman, Philip Veronik. Tried to flip it right around Cale Makar. Oh, goodness. Penalty coming up on Makar. He cross-checked Veronik right into the glass. And the Wings are obviously upset about that. And Veronik has bent over at the waist as he heads back.
To me, it didn't look like much. The replay will kind of clear me up on this. I think he spun around quick, and Cale gave him a little push. And kind of used his own energy into the boards. You've seen the replay on Jumbo there. He got caught in a weird position with his skates, and he went in real funny.
Well, Cale saw the numbers.
Yes.
And so that's going to be a penalty every single time. And Cale Makar is not a guy who goes to the box an awful lot. He's got just 2 PIMs on this season. Now he's got 4, unless they call this a major.
Colorado number 8, minor penalty cross-check.
So it is a cross-checking penalty on Makar.
Mose, it's not the pressure of the cross, it's where the player was. See how he had his feet like Cale Makar does in the Gumby with heels together? And so Cale, watch, he's got a heel going almost in each direction, so he wasn't solid any way to take any kind of back pressure, and he just kind of, you know, rolled into the boards without any way to protect himself. But it wasn't really a hard hit, didn't have a lot of speed going. It looks like he might have hurt his wrist there. Usually your feet, you can kind of get the shoulder on the boards, but he got hit at the perfect time where he went in face first.
Fabry had it in his skates, gives it back up topsider to Fabry, and that missed. Well, what you don't want to see is a guy hit head first into the boards, and it looked like Veronik did not do that. Down deep, Raymond couldn't get the stick on the backhand. EJ now challenged, and he was hit, racked up. Sider to Larkin. Tip far circle. Raymond delivers back to Sider. They play with Raymond. Sider, wrist shot off the end of Darcy Kemper's glove. EJ jams that puck around all the way down the ice. The Wings will go 200 feet.
EJ took a hard hit in the corner there. He was yelling at the referee. Hit from behind. Looks like Joe's just got high stick there. A lot left in this game here, apparently, Mose.
Apparently so. The Avs will be in Detroit in a short amount of time. Crowd here reacting to Eric Johnson's getting hit. Wrist shot, save. Kemper, he'll hold right on. Bring the family to Ball Arena and watch the Avalanche when they face off against the Florida Panthers on Sunday. The Avs Family Pack gets you 1 ticket, 1 meal, and 1 soda, and can be customized to fit the size of your family. Learn more at ColoradoAvalanche.com.
Well, 37 goals in 6 games. That's something I'd like to buy a ticket to, Moj. This, like Kyle said, got to be the best ticket in the National Hockey League watching the Avalanche. Everybody loves goals and good physical hockey. We're seeing it all.
And you know, when Santa comes, delivering those Avalanche tickets is always a treat. The goalie has been pulled by Jeff Blashill, so Nedeljkovic is on the bench. 6-on-4 in this power play chance. Leddy. Far circle wrist shot saved by Kemper. He would not move away from his post. So Blashill, with 5:39 now to go, is going for broke, and why not? He's trailing by 3. He's pulled his goalie.
Nothing to lose. It's a great play. Every coach you do it. Here's the replay, just coming across. When you have a 6-on-4, you want to not waste too much time, because look who's in front of the net. You got 2 Red Wings. You have such an abundance of guys on the ice. Any rebound, the odds of it going to a Red Wing here are probably as high as 80%. 2 passes, a shot. Rebound control here is crucial for Kemper, Moj.
Here is JT Compher leaning in. His first game back from injury in about a month. Right to Eric Johnson. Up and out it comes. It'll bounce across the red line. EJ was challenged right at the very last moment. Red Wing got a stick on that, and Zadina will fly ahead. Stripped. Held. Pivots. Shoots it all the way down the ice and wide of the net. And right now on the kill, the Avs can do that. Turn and fire it all the way down.
The dream scenario, Moj, for a penalty killer.
It is for you. It would have been.
It would have been, yeah.
Namestnikov given free rein to ice the puck. Kick save by Kemper. EJ got back on his skates. Challenge. Puck is loose. Helm will try again. All the way down, and it's wide for the second time. Darren Helm doing his thing, but 5 to go in the Cale Makar penalty. Nedeljkovic is still on the bench. Robbie Fabry through center ice. Gives it off for Larkin. Cale's out of the box. Cross ice pass to Erning. He couldn't handle it. Hot potatoed into the far corner. Veronic back on the ice for Detroit. No worse for wear, apparently. And Larkin steered it off. Quick center pass knocked away. Makar, he'll send it all the way down, and he will score. Cale Makar with an empty net goal. His 12th of the season, tying Mikko Rantanen for the team lead. The Avs have put this one away. They're on top by a score, up 7-3. Let's take one more look at it. The cross to the low spot into the slot, stolen by Makar, and he's not going to miss. Straight down the ice. The Avs have now scored 7 goals, 3 games in a row. That's 6 times this season. The Avs have scored 7 or more goals, by far tops in the National Hockey League. And another defenseman with a tally for the Avalanche. They've already eclipsed their entire total from last season with 27. An amazing stat.
15 minutes, 30 seconds.
Devon Taves, another assist on the night. That's his 3rd of the evening. Tipped ahead. Rantanen made a run at it, had his stick chopped out of his hand. Wanted the penalty called, not going to get it. The referees see this one as a 4-goal Avalanche lead. Jacob McDonald. Now to Burakovsky. Lost the handle. Tried to drop it off for McKinnon. And that missed. Crowley. Valeno, he's got a tally here tonight. Red Wings getting a change. So the Avs defensive core this season continues to push everything amongst the Avalanche record books. Behind the net, it's Gagne. Nowhere to go. Tries to put it into the crease. It's kicked wide of the net. Wraparound try. That went off of Kemper and wide. Here's Rasmussen. To the near side, Rantanen able to flip that puck up and out. Well, again, for the Avs, as we talked about, their 6th game at 7+ goals for the first 24 games, most since the 1995-96 Penguins, who had 8. So it just shows you what an incredible clip this Avalanche is scoring at. Kubel, wrist shot, save Nedeljkovic, and the puck is loose. Sent off the glass and out by the wings and Nemesnikov. Brought back in and steered down deep by Suter. Von Taves with 3 assists on the night. Sends it ahead. It'll roll deep into the Red Wing zone and batted away by Nedeljkovic. Clark behind his cage is Dan Renouf, the former Colorado Avalanche. Osterley to the red line. Here comes Suter. Wrist shot. Never got it through Cale Makar. New hook. Took a shoulder right to the chest. Spun down into the ice, and Helm will try again. Darren Helm with a wrist shot. Saved Nedeljkovic. New hook. All by his lonesome down deep. Flips it looking for Helm. Backhanded wide of the cage and might have banged the side. 1:45 to go here in the third period. Into the corner. Play stops, but now the Red Wings able to bring it ahead and out as Ernie. Sport that puck deep. McCall took a hit to get it to the near side. Verona jams it back behind the cage. Back up top it comes, and Levy throws it on the slot. Redirected save by Darcy Kemper. Might have just escaped his left hand. Smart play by Helm. Now he gets tied up by Larkin. Gets it off for Jack Johnson. He'll find Logan O'Connor. Stood up and ridden off by Leddy. 1 minute to go right now in this contest. To the near side, Raymond had it skip over his stick. Turned down the wing by Nichushkin. Wants to swing it wide on Aronik. The down low is Val. Backhander and a glove save by Nedeljkovic as the Avs now have 48 shots on goal in this game. And here's the upcoming schedule presented by All Coffee Products. Friday, the Avs return to action, of course, on Sunday, I should say, when they host the Eastern Conference leading Florida Panthers, another high-scoring team. Don't miss a minute of the action. Complete coverage will begin for you at 5:30 p.m. It's the Panthers and the Avalanche Sunday night, and it's right here on Altitude. All over but the shout. Renouf up and out. Icing call on the Detroit Red Wings coming up. No, the puck slowed up. It's waved off. Osterley stepped in front of McKinnon, but the Wings are offside as that puck just got out of the zone. So this Colorado Avalanche Colorado fan base here staying with it. Wings fans finally out of the building as we look at Darcy Kemper. A couple we'd like to have back tonight, but Darcy Kemper with a couple of great saves on the night. Nicholas Kubel has had a noticeable evening tonight as well. The only downside of a night like this, the Avs lose the captain Gabe Landeskog to a lower body injury as Rantanen could not find Kubel with that pass. Into the far corner, Kubel to Mikko. Did not dart through traffic. He got knocked down to the ice. Kubel still walking, looking. Burakovsky swings it high. Twirls, dishes. Kubel got a stick on that, but wide of the net with now 5 seconds left. So the Avalanche will improve to 32 points. They've now won 6 in a row at Ball Arena. They put 48 shots on the Red Wings goalies, and they win by a final score of 7-3. Nathan McKinnon, the first game winner of the season for him on the one-timer, with the 42nd of his National Hockey League career. You see right here, 76 goals in 14 games for this Avalanche team. That is the most in team history. And Pittsburgh, of course, with 76 and 95-96. And those teams could fill the back of the net, that is for sure. So right now, the Colorado Avalanche come to the rink and expect just to pour the goals into the opposition. Andre Burakovsky, his third multi-goal game of the season and the 13th of his National Hockey League career. So the Avs come back home after the 5-game road trip. They started off in style against their old-time rivals, the Detroit Red Wings, and skate to the room with a 4-goal victory as we see Cale Makar give it to EJ, Mikko, and Cale, and Rantanen will be the last off the ice. Tonight's 3 stars of the game are brought to you by Alan Roach. Let's go downstairs and listen in.
Seconded by our Colorado hockey coach of the game, Ian Connolly from the Boulder Hockey Club. Tonight's third star from the Avalanche scoring a goal. Welcome back, Nathan McKinnon. Tonight's second star from the Avalanche with 3 points from the blue line, Dec.10. And tonight's first star from the Avalanche, scoring 2 goals in the contest, Andre Burakovsky. And down to Carrie Ann, who's with our #1 star.
Berkey, you know, anytime Detroit comes to town, it's going to be a scrappy matchup. How are you guys able to control the flow here tonight and come out with a win?
No, I think we were skating good. We were creating a lot of chances. We kept the puck in their zone. I think we all around played a pretty good game, and Kemp's obviously really good in net today.
It was definitely a great game all around. 14 different Avs players finding the stat sheet here tonight with points. What does that say about the depth of this team?
No, I think we've been finding a lot of guys have been finding back of net lately, contribute. So hopefully just keep this up. I think the team is going really good right now, so we're just going to keep going.
And you're definitely going at home. 6th straight win here at Ball Arena. You guys must love playing in front of this crowd.
Oh, for sure. They're the best, so we love it here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Carrie Ann. Our final score, it's the Avalanche 7 and the Red Wings 3. Be sure to join us again on Sunday when the Avs host the Florida Panthers. We'll have complete coverage for you beginning at 5:30 Mountain Time. Now stay tuned. Kyle and Riker coming up. They'll have highlights, interviews, and much, much more with the Avalanche Locker Room Report.